All right. I think we are all on. We are ready to go. Howdy, y'all. How's
Ew.
everybody doing out in Streamland?
Hello, everyone.
So this is really cool. I have Mini Minnow and Jonesy Narwhal with me today, and we're doing our first ever live stream podcast. So this is very exciting for me, and I know for you guys as well. But welcome. Right. And kind of let some people filter in here. I think we've got a few people on. All hail Jonesy, the Meta Destroyer. There it is.
Yep, that's me.
Every
the
time.
Flumph, the mighty Flumph. All right, let's see. There it is. I got my stream playing on the side over here just so I can see everything, and it's like going so much slower than the chat, so it's weird. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to the first ever live podcast episode here, Community Talk. So my plan for this and for future ones is to get anybody who wants to join within the Nostalgics community on here to just talk Nostalgics. Pretty simple. I see some people do this in the Pokemon community, and my buddy Gonzo is really big for doing this, and it's always a blast when he gets a bunch of people on and they just have a big talk, and it looked really cool. So I'm like, we got to bring it to the void. But I don't have like any real big juicy topics or like news pieces for the episode. I figure we'll just sit down, make this the first one, and just talk Nostalgics, whatever you guys want to talk about. Do want to talk a little bit about Cosmic Collision coming up and maybe the graphic novel, but anything you guys feel like you want to bring up and discuss, send it. We'll talk it. And if anybody in the chat wants to join on the live stream here, let me know. I don't know how long we're gonna run for, but if you want to come on, we'll try to get you on, and that way you can join the discussion as well. So, how are you two doing today, though?
I'm not bad. Teens back in school, first freshman, so it's a exciting time. A little bit busy, but not bad.
I feel that. My son just started school yesterday too. He's in pre-K though.
A little bit different of age gap, especially considering today is 1 month of our newborn. So.
Oh yeah, congrats! Congrats. How's that going again?
She is surprisingly good. So I don't want to jinx it, but
it's one of those good. Like you gotta get your fingers crossed. Yep. You're like, I'm not holding my breath. Hopefully it stays that way for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Howdy. I see lots of people joining in. This is good. Jonesy, how you been doing?
I've been great. I haven't been making videos as often as before, mostly because I was not able to go to Gen Con, and I feel like everyone who I was recording like gameplay videos with did go to Gen Con. I just left here twiddling my thumbs, hoping to go to Gen Con. But I might be going. I'll hopefully be going next year and helping out demo some games for a booth there. So nice. Hopefully that'll work out. And in the meantime, I've just been working on a 40K army.
Yeah, I've seen you post some shorts on that.
Yeah, I've got stuff primed up now. I think I'm probably going to build and prime some more, and then tonight and tomorrow just start on speed painting all of them for Saturday. Nice. For my first game playing with them.
What are
you creating a Nostalgics army?
No, I'm building a Battle Sisters army.
Band, where's the band button?
Wait. Before you say that, Ren, the Battle Sisters are basically nuns with guns and power armor. And I even got a special Saint Celestine proxy like angel model to go in it. Which I know you'll like because you like angels.
I was gonna say a little Valkyrian.
Yeah,
that's all I need in my life.
Yeah, it's not the official one. It's a different one, which was slightly cheaper since the minis are really expensive.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, but yeah, there will be an angel in it.
Awesome. Maybe maybe Valkyrian will make her way into your army soon and lead the pack. They need to just convert Valkyrian to being a hero at this point. I mean, she basically is. She's a hero in my heart.
One heart.
I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll see maybe we'll see a fighter where like you can like pay a certain amount of mana and just like have it ascend into being a hero and just replace your own hero. You never know.
That would be cool. That actually would be a really cool concept. I agree with Sudan over here saying angels are awesome.
You could make your own custom hero card with Valkyrian as the hero.
I might in the future. That's definitely something I've thought about. She's kind of a pseudo hero though right now because she's on my hero card, and obviously, you know, I'm one of the best heroes in the game. So, you know, she's a pseudo hero at this point.
Well, wait until my promo card comes out, and then we'll see.
You do have a cool one. I won't say anything more. I'm just gonna leave it there. You have a cool one though. Sudan said down here. Oh man, that's I'm like covering half of Jonesy up with this.
Oh no.
I have to try to change that, but it says talk about that animated video I posted. So if you guys didn't see, I made a video yesterday completely by accident. If I'm being completely honest, I was on CapCut, which is my mobile app I use to edit videos, and I found something that said like AI video. So I clicked on it. I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is, and it had a picture of my Lady Laveau that I was posting on Instagram. And it like turned it into this 12-second AI video thing. It was so cool. So I'm like, yep, I gotta make this a thing. So that was pretty sweet. But might try to do some more of that in the future. I don't know. I'm not a artsy kind of guy, so I can't create stuff like that. So AI might have to do it for me.
For the record, I am not in support of AI art at all.
I know. It takes away from the actual artistry of the cards themselves and all that. But
yeah, basically, what we need to do is we need an AI art program where artists have to opt in and give permission for their art to be used in the AI program. Because right now, there's no permission at all given.
That's true. So especially if it's monetized. Like if you're monetizing it, then yes, you definitely. There should be some sort of like compensation or something like that. But lowly old me, I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter anyway. Juan was happy. He says right here, you made her into a waifu. That was not on purpose. That was all accidental. But I mean, he's kind of right. Yeah, there's Zen is even saying too, it's free for all. It needs to be regulated for sure. It really does.
Yeah.
Because it's getting out of hand. Like AI in general is just getting out of hand for everything.
Mm-hmm.
But, I thought it was really cool all the same. But my one thing I've been trying to do recently is in like a lot of my shorts and my Instagram content and stuff, I'm trying to do more with nostalgics instead of just posting a picture going, here's the card. Like I want to do more unique things with making the art stand out. And so I'm like working on ideas, and seeing that like that little AI tag thing on there was just, it was something I clicked on. It was, you know, different. And I'm like, you know what? I can work with stuff like this. And there was a lot more. They had a lot of other options that weren't AI. Like they just had like some video effects and some photo effects you could apply. So I might try some of that stuff in the future too. I recently found out that my phone can record slow-mo, which I laugh at me all you want, but I did not know it could do that.
It's fantastic.
I did create a short doing that already as well, and it was really, really cool. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep doing stuff like that. Sudan says make AI create a TCG. No thanks. I mean, it's a cool idea, but I don't think we need any more abominations.
Yeah, I know. I think it was Card Market on their YouTube channel. They had a few videos where they had an AI creating magic cards, and they just,
oh god,
without seeing the cards before, just tried playing games with them. It was pretty ridiculous.
That would actually be kind of fun, and just have like the three of us doing a three-way battle with nostalgics and just be like, and I am going to spend 4 mana for this abomination. I have no idea what it does and it makes no sense.
4 mana for this spell with taunt. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Gosh, man, that would actually, that's kind of cool. We might have to look into this for future. Oh man. Yeah, Sudan said the video was wicked. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna keep doing some things though to make some interesting stuff. I really agree with Jonesy though. Like the artists need to be highlighted with art and stuff like that. And I want to do something, but I want to do it to where it does justice. You know, I don't want to just be like, oh, here's some art, blah, there you go. Like, I want to make it cool. So we'll see what I can cook up. But,
yeah, I try to do that with a pseudo horror short about frenemy on my channel.
Hey, listen, I think you have some really cool creativity and unique perspectives for little videos. Like I would never be able to think of that stuff, like ever. The best I got was that meme video that I made, and it took me like 45 minutes to make for 12 seconds of that. Was that scene from Mission Impossible? But it was about Pokemon. It wasn't even about nostalgics. But that's the max of my creativity on creating stuff.
I don't know. Your video where you took a Magic and Nostalgics card, both like water fighters and like Pokemon just into a pool underwater.
Like that,
I think that was pretty good.
That was. See, I wish I had like the creative mind though to be like, that would be a cool idea. Let me go like cook that up. I just happened to be at a pool at one of my family members' house at a pool, and I had some cards, and I'm like, oh, let me just dunk these underwater and see how they work. And then I was just like, you know what? I should record it. And then I did. I'm like, that was actually kind of cool. It was completely by accident. It was not intentional, but it worked. It was cool. I might do some stuff like that with snow coming soon too. We'll see.
Snow soon, September 7th. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I'd be up for that. I know I still need to make that dubstep music video. I'm just having trouble finding a great song with a really good word drop to go with it.
Ooh, yeah. We might have to look into that and see what we can do to help you. Immediately coming to mind is Skrillex. That song that got really popular like 10 years ago. What was it called? I'm trying to play it in my mind. Bangarang? Maybe? No, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the names of any Skrillex songs. I might recognize some if I heard it. Like, oh, I think I've heard this before, maybe, but
Yeah.
I'm not great at song names.
I don't know, but we'll figure something out. We'll help you out on that front. But one question I do have is, Minnow, for you.
Yeah.
When are you going to create content?
Oh, jeez. Between a newborn and a teenager, and
I'm just messing with you.
I don't know if I'll have time ever to be anything other than a player and collector.
Hey, that is fair enough. That is fair enough. Content creation can be tough. It's a time sink a lot, and it can be tough, especially when like you get no views and nobody sees your stuff, and it can get discouraging really fast. I've been there.
You know, I got it. All you need to do is use your kids for views.
No.
So,
no way.
Yeah. So all you need to do is like just have a series of videos of a tournament where you show one of your kids two two cards, ask them which one is better, and they pick one, and that fighter moves on.
And it's never Valkyrian.
I was gonna say he's gonna be heartbroken though when Nakira gets knocked out in the first round.
Well, the kid
not a bad
really
idea,
likes
though.
Brecken, so it's
Well, you know what's really funny is I'm gonna ask my son one day to tell me a story about nostalgics, because we were out Pokemon Go hunting the other night, like 2 or 3 nights ago, and it was darker. It was like more at night, and we were driving through a park. We were going to a park, and he saw something in some of the woods, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, it's a fox!" I'm like, "Well, I don't know if it was a fox, but it could have been, you know." And so he got going on telling me the story about how he met a fox 17 years ago. He's 4 years old, by the way. And I was like, 17 years ago, huh? He was like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, that's a long time ago. He was like, yeah, it was a long time ago. You wouldn't remember. I'm like, oh. And he was like, I was in my other car when I saw it too. I'm like, your other car? He was like, yeah, I have my own Corvette. I'm like, oh, okay. And that story, he just kept talking for like 20 minutes straight, and the story evolved into Pokemon and how he caught a Pikachu, and then he found a wild Charizard and rode it to the moon. And then when he got to the
Wow.
moon, he found Mewtwo and Mew and caught them. And like this story just kept going on and getting wilder and wilder. And I'm just like, well, okay, what else?
You need to feed
Oh,
him the nostalgics lore and see what he can come up with.
yeah. Well, I mean, he already opens packs with me all the time, and like he knows a lot of the characters from Nostalgic. So I'm just waiting to be like, buddy, let's make a story about Nostalgics. Tell me about when you met Valkyrian, and just see where it goes. It was a good time though. That was really funny, and I thought, man, that would be some really cool content just to get like an audio file of that and just make it into a story. So who knows? Actually, you know what? I might be able to do that because I was recording my phone for Pokemon Go. I was hoping I could get some shinies and do like short clips and stuff, but I don't know. Let's see. Oops, that's his past life. Yeah, his past life as a Pokemon trainer on the moon. He was red. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
they have that. They have that like short video clip thing of where Red rode Mewtwo or somebody up into space and caught Mega Rayquaza. So maybe that was my son. Yeah. Anyway, back to Nostalgics. I would love for them to create some kind of like mobile game for Nostalgics. I know that's somewhere way down the road if that happens, but I wait for the day that it does happen. But what is something for both of you that you want to see Nostalgics do? Like as fans of the game, the TCG, the lore, everything, what's something you wish they would do on top of what they're already doing? Like if he Zaba came up and tapped you for ideas, it was like, what's something else we could branch out on? What would be one of your picks?
I don't know. Probably more lore. I mean, like,
My man.
you look at like the extended Star Wars universe. There's so many books out there. Like, I would, based on the lore that I've read that they've got up on the website, like I would read the hell out of a series of
Oh
nostalgia.
yeah.
Like,
I think even
I'd
if
say
they
that'd be
took
my start.
the lore that they have already and just made it into a short novel or short series already and made books of it, I think would be really cool. I want to see lore on more fighters though, and like the actual
Cool
like it would be
backstories.
cool. Yeah, it'd be cool just to get like a book for Ericos and be like, here's everything about Ericos, the fighters and heroes that live on it, how that continent came to be, just everything about it. Oh, that would be cool.
Just a
Well,
little, like a little bio for each character and stuff like that. That would be awesome.
yeah, I know Zaba in your interview with him at Gen Con, Zaba did say he wanted to create the short story explaining why Fish Out of Water is a fish out of water who's also a rapper.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's right. So who knows? Maybe that's something in the works, or maybe it's something Zaba's thought of already, is to do little things like that. Um, I just think that would be cool just to get even just like short stories on each fighter hero character and kind of move them along. Also, we haven't gotten too many hero stories for Harmonic Surge, so I want to hear more about them as well. But yeah, I think expanding on the lore would be a really good idea. What about you, Jonesy?
Well, I think Sudan actually stole what I was going to say. I feel like just a way to just play Nostalgics online. I think
Oh,
I'd
with the
do a
app.
lot for just growing the game, giving people a chance to play Nostalgics whenever they want, because I feel like that's because I feel like for me, I really want to play Nostalgics a lot. It's just hard to really get a group together, get a tournament going on Discord where everyone can play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I feel like
I agree.
that would help a lot.
I agree. It would be so much easier, and for people like Minnow and I, when we have kids and stuff, it'd be easier just to be like, hey, they're running around acting crazy. I can't get on the computer and just sit down and play, but I might be able to pull it up on my phone and kind of play as I'm maintaining them and, doing whatever. So I think that would be a fantastic idea. I know it's something he is working on. It's going a little bit slower than maybe he wants, but I hope that it's something we can really like hammer out in the near future. Because I agree with you. I think having an app, some kind of mobile app like that, is going to be key for getting more people.
It'd be a huge outreach.
Yes.
Super accessible.
Well, and that's something that like I get asked a lot from people in other TCGs too. Is, hey, do they have like a way to play online? Is it something I can do to where like I don't have to get on a webcam or play tabletop simulator? And those are good options, but people want a way to add it to their already like fast-paced life, you know. So I agree. I think that would be like a really, really good thing to throw in there and make for like the expansion of the game itself. So honestly, that was going to be my answer too. Was the TCG Live type of app.
Wow, so Sudan, you stole both of our ideas. Good one,
Yeah.
man. No.
Well, Sudan knows he's a player too. He plays games, and I think, and Sudan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Sudan, I think Grumpy, Zen, a lot of these guys would play the game if they had that mobile app. Like it makes life so much easier to play. And then you can, when you have something like the app, it tells you what you can and cannot do. So there's no like you can't make mistakes essentially. It helps you learn the game. I think it's a golden ticket idea right now. Let's see. Sudan did say something about a book here. Yeah, but do they do it as a book or a graphic novel of sorts? Going back to the stories, I would be cool with either. If I'm being completely honest, I think doing a graphic novel would be like the most fun to get to see all of the artwork along with the story, but I think that's going to take more time and cost more money. So I think for the sake of the game, doing like an actual book would be better off for them. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think a graphic novel would be a good place to start. Just based on, I mean, the characters are super cute. It would be very eye catching. You get it into any kind of store with, like, you get a graphic novel in Barnes and Noble. You going through and it'll catch your eye super quick. Yeah.
If you could get into a place like Barnes and Noble, that would be big. And maybe,
Yep.
I don't know, because that graphic novel is coming out. So, and I don't know if Sudan, if that's what you're talking about, the graphic novel that's already coming out with the Kickstarter or like these short stories or anything like that. But that, I mean, that could be big if that's what they're going to do, because they are doing the graphic novel for the main story, but it's not going to be like it's going to be a story completely different. It's not going to be like the short stories of heroes that we have now up on the website.
Mm-hmm.
And real quick, we actually have another guest joining us. We've got Dream It Collectibles.
So I normally am asleep at this time. Good morning, everybody. I didn't even know there was a 9 a.m.
Yeah, this is early for one. So let's get some fire emojis and hearts in the chat for one.
Good morning, everybody.
Get some coffee, buddy.
I have some Prime hashtag not a sponsor.
Yes.
If they want to sponsor us, they can.
I mean, they can. They're more than welcome to. Who am I to judge?
The Prime is not that bad, though. You know, it tastes. It's really like sweet, in my opinion, but it's pretty good.
I thoroughly enjoy it.
Let's see. Yeah, Zen put up on here too. That's how I learned to play Pokemon with the online game. So, I mean, that goes to show you right there. I think having
Suit on.
some kind of
What's
like
up,
app
buddy?
to play the game would be best. What do you think, Juan? What do you, if you could pick something? I don't know if you heard what I was asking these two. If Zaba came up and tapped you for an idea right now on something to expand nostalgics into, what would it be?
I mean, I think everybody knows the answer to this one.
More waifus.
We just need an entire waifu set. I told him at Collecticon that
There it
I'm
is.
more than happy to waifu anything, or even waifu Falcon, because we all know that ain't no waifu.
No, she's just a badass. She don't need to be a waifu to be great. But speaking of that, I've been trying to get Zaba to make me a Valkyrian playmat. Like,
There's
it can
Gonzo
be
there.
cheap. Just make me one. Gonzo. I just saw that in the chat. Gonzo said, "That's Minnie. Damn, he is my waifu."
Gonzo's my husbando. Everybody knows that.
There you go. You got some simps in the chat for you, Minnow. No bigger simp than Gonzo over here.
Oh well,
Welcome, buddy. Welcome.
you can see why there's the hype.
Oh man, yeah, we got a good chat popping off right now. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I did see a question in chat, which part of me didn't want to answer because I don't actually have an answer to it. But someone asked about what's our favorite nostalgics card.
Yep, right there, Gift of Audi. I don't think I need to answer because I think everybody knows. But
Everybody knows yours.
Valkyrian. Oh, we got the waifu Gamatron. Honestly, I don't know why I wouldn't have guessed that. Should have guessed it.
Oh, this one has different meanings for me, besides just because of the fact that it's waifu Gamatron. Which, by the way, can we acknowledge that Zaba needs to make some of these, but with nostalgics on it?
What is it? Just a premium?
It's just a holder, but it says I have it in a Pokemon.
Oh, it's just a Pokemon case. Hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. That would actually be really cool too.
Yeah,
maybe like some premium holders and stuff.
But for me, the waifu Gamatron actually holds something special because I don't know, you guys all know what I do and everything. So Willow makes me custom business cards like once every 3 months, and we always make
I love that one.
Business cards. So when she's actually, believe it or not, I don't know if you guys knew this part, but she's the first person to ever create a custom business card, which was or not business, a custom nostalgics card. It was Kabu's Noodle Bar. Very, very, very lost.
That was the
card.
early days, though.
Oh yeah,
that was the early days. And then she also made what did she also make? She made a couple of cards, and then she made the Kabu's Noodle Bar, and then I'm really blanking on another one here. And when I got the 4 waifu rangers done, we needed a Gamatron, and I just told her secretly, I said, "Hey, we need to make this character but into a waifu form. Can we do it?" And she's like, "I bet." So then she made it, and then we started playing Tabletop Simulator with it. And then out of nowhere, one day at the beginning of the years, I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna make this for reals now."
Nice.
So that's how it came about. That's why it's special to me.
Well, hey, I tell you what, it's a really cool card, and honestly, it's one of the cards that, like, when I go to show people the artwork of nostalgics, that particular card is one of the ones that's always at the front of my binder and in there, and people love it. People gravitate to that card. I don't even think it's necessarily even that it's a waifu, but it's just so vibrant in color. It's very
right.
It pops, and it draws people's eyes to it. So it is a very good card. I'm glad you made your stamp on the game too, buddy.
Oh, and I'm still working on my custom hero card, so I'll tell you guys a sneak peek. It involves card games on motorcycles, and if you get the reference.
Card
you
games
get the reference
on motorcycles.
You get the reference. You good.
I don't I don't
either.
get the reference, but I will say
I
I'm a
have
big
an
fan of
idea
motorcycles.
on what it might be.
Oh God. Thanks, Smokey. He says not as vibrant as you, Ren. You guys are all a bunch of simps in the chat right now. What do you call waifu's male version though? Like
So I would call them brofus, right? Isn't that what he said?
brofus. Yes, that's it. We need to get some brofus in there for everybody.
Husbandos.
Wow, we got a lot of stuff going on in the chat here. Sudan says, hit that like button and share it to your friends. Yes, sir. Please do that. What is your favorite archetype? We'll get to that one next. Minnow, what is your favorite card, though? We got to get through you guys.
It's the Day Zero.
Is that the Avengilin?
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
It's so clean. Just the colors and everything. I can't not go with that one.
Wow.
Oh, do you ever get an Evangeline sticker of the Void Art?
I don't.
Oh, from the
know.
Patreon boxes?
I got one at Twin Cities Con last year. If you don't have one, Minnow, I can give it to you. I don't actually have a big use for stickers.
I'll have to check my bag. I've got a giant duffel full of my nostalgic stuff. I think it might be in there.
I think Minnow is the golden lucky frog with what he's doing at these places. Going to the Mall of America. Right? Was it the Mall of America?
Mall of America, and then I'm going to be at the Renaissance this weekend giving out Day Zero packs.
This man is the golden lucky frog. All right, we need to see cosplay of it. That's what you need to go to the Renaissance dressed up as. Paint your face gold. Slap some glitter on there.
I mean, I keep pulling them, so it seems to be coming back.
Look at him pulling out, just like, yeah, I got that bling bling. You know what I'm saying?
Just some minor flexing.
Yeah, some very minor flexing over there. I love it, dude.
Yeah. I feel like instead it might work better for just like an inflatable costume, like those like T-Rex like inflatable costumes people always wear. One of them just a lucky frog, a golden lucky frog.
It's just basically like a big ball with little arms and it's gold.
Yeah,
the frog. I love it. I love it. What about you, Jonesy? What's your favorite card?
I don't actually have a favorite card because I keep thinking about that every once in a while because I know people are going to ask me about it like in times like this, and I don't know. I might have to go with Extra Life just because it was the first card I built a deck around.
There's the player side for you right there.
Yep.
I like it. You know what would be really cool? I always thought they were going to do Extra Life and Voidcast as a secret shard. Because I didn't get into the secret shards until Secret Shards 5. That was the very first one I got. And it had Rewind Time in it. And I'm just like, they're doing spells and stuff too. Let's get Extra Life in there. Let's get Voidcast in there. And I thought, man, they could do some really cool art with it. And it never came, but it could come in the future. Who knows? That would be really cool. Juan's getting a call.
I feel like once we get more sets and there's more and more cards that get restricted, they can maybe do a restricted and banned secret shard.
That would actually be kind of sweet.
I would see that.
That would be sweet. So you guys might not agree with me here. I'm gonna put this out here. I love the chase. I love the collectability of cards. What if they did that, but it was like the final card in each pack, you had like a 1 in 10 chance of pulling one of these extra cards. So each secret shard might have, let's say, 5 of the same cards like they normally do. And you know how in these ones we get like the last couple of them, yeah, you had like a 1 in 25 chance to get a Shattered Nexus. But what if that last card can be one of 10 different cards, and obviously like you just have random chances of pulling different cards? Is that something you guys would buy into?
Honestly, no, because Magic has been doing that the past few years with the list. And I feel like it just... So basically, like, Magic has, I think, 3 different kinds of boosters. There's draft boosters, set boosters, and collector's boosters. Mm-hmm. And in one of them, not draft boosters, but one of the other 2, they just have a list of just like older cards that they just like reprint. You can randomly open up.
Oh yeah, those are in set boosters.
Yeah, and it's just like I feel like if it's only like 10 cards, I think it'd probably be okay. But with Magic's list, it's such a big list. It's just like really it's hard to know what you can actually get in one of those
Yeah.
packs.
Well, my thought process behind it is, as somebody who is a collector as much as I am a player, I kind of want to see the secondary market start to boom, and I want to see other people buy into it. And the best way to get people into buying and trading and selling cards is having like some secret rares or like some really sought after cards that are harder to get. I still think that they should just be alternate arts of cards that already exist in the base set. So for players, you don't necessarily have to get those special art cards. You can get the regular cards and still play them, but it gives collectors that chase as well. I kind of want to see stuff like that. And in the past, I know everybody was like, no, don't do the serialized cards and stuff like that. But I'd almost be willing to bet if we put serialized cards in nostalgics or even something similar to it, you would get more of the collector side to buy into the boxes just to chase those cards. I think it helps the economy of the game a lot more.
I would agree with that. If we get blisters for
Nice to meet
Cosmic
you too,
Collision
Gonzo.
with
Later,
like some
Gonzo.
base set alt arts, I would be all into that. Especially with how hard I've been going after these signature cards. Like,
Yeah.
I'd do the same thing with alt arts.
But and I think the signature cards was like their first step to doing something like that, just giving collectors a chase. And man, is it a solid idea. It's gotten it's made suckers out of me and Minnow and Desi and Juan and everybody. Like we all buy these blisters just for the chase. I mean, like a good point is tonight, and I know not everybody likes Whatnot, the streaming platform Whatnot, but Caster Society is doing a live stream to do box breaks of nostalgics, which I highly encourage everybody to show up to if you want to get some cheap cards. But they're going to be doing cases of blisters as well because they want to get the signatures. So I'm like, that's such a good idea, and it's getting outside people to buy into it, to rip and that's one way you expand your reach to people you haven't already shown your game to.
Mhm.
So honestly, I think more stuff like that in the future would be a solid idea, just because it can potentially get more people involved in the game. It makes it harder for people like me to collect everything because obviously you have to buy more or trade more to get all those cards. But I want to see the game expand. I want to see the game grow. I want to see way more people get into it. So I'm good with that. Desi says over here he'd totally go for alt colored fighters like shinies from Pokemon. I think that would be sweet. Or just give them, it doesn't even have to be like alternate colors. It could be like heroes, just giving them alternate uniforms. Imagine Nakira in like an all white, like you know how Zaba showcased that stellar rare. Like imagine something like that, but it was a bright card instead of a dark card.
Oh yeah.
Nakira. I mean, even for Brecken, like just having him with like a suit of armor on that's like gold trimmed or something would be fantastic.
I want Brecken in fancy tux, like a fancy
Yes!
night out.
Yes,
Just
my man
cleaned up
gets me.
beard, all braided and everything.
My man gets me, dude. All right, Zaba, you have to make that a reality now. You have to make a very cleaned up version of Brecken in a suit and tie, maybe a top hat and cane.
Yeah.
On the Nostalgics Play website, they have that cover photo. Was that confirmed to be Nakira or no?
He never said. I reached out to him and he never said. I don't know if it was intentional or if it was just our conversation moved too fast and he forgot about it or something, but he never did tell me. And see, that would be really cool because that's like beach themed Nakira. Yes, I want that. Like, I want to see more stuff like that. That would be awesome. I think that, Desi, is a solid idea. Very solid choice. He even said this too. You buy blisters for the chase. I buy blisters for the extra life of Voidcast. We are not the same. Yeah, well, We can't all be the same, buddy. He's going for the playable cards. I'm going for the pretty cards. Masquerade Heroes win. See, there's so many ideas we could do for like adding collectible cards to it, like giving more chases in that regard. So I think it would be a really cool idea to see some of that stuff. Now, with all of that, it obviously costs more money. So, there's got to be a way to rake some of that in. I would even do it if it was if that's kind of like how he altered the secret shards to doing like a premium box or something like that, where it's just a bunch of alternate heroes, or even if we went back to the chase of you get 5 of your normal secret shards cards, and then your last one is one of all of the hero. You're going to get a hero, an alternate hero, but it could be any of the heroes, something like that, But that's just me. I'm also dreaming because I want that stuff bad.
Yep.
I think actually I'm looking back up on the chat and I seen something Gonzo had said earlier about the stained glass. I believe when we were at Gen Con, Zaba made mention of creating the next sets of stained glass cards as well. So we might be getting more jumbo stained glass cards.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but Zaba may or may not have shown some art on a stained glass card at an LGS last month.
Zaba, why have I not seen this? Honestly, that would be sweet right there. Charizard.
There's a sneak peek of Booster Box Dragon stain art right there on the top left.
Yeah. Here, I'll make you big real quick.
Oh, dang.
You get the
big.
So
Excuse
Charizard, it's got Booster Box Dragon, and what
And
is the other
Blue
one?
Eyes.
Blue Eyes?
Blue Eyes.
Yeah. So there you got the big 3.
Hey, pull up what Desi just said in the chat. What if instead of a seasonal card, you made a seasonal or themed mini set?
I'd be okay with that.
Oh yeah.
I would absolutely be okay with that. The collector side of me is just screaming with joy right now.
I mean, we got that fall promo. I would definitely get like the limited release. Like you got the Zodiac wrong, but I would definitely do like a seasonal like fall heroes or like winter heroes.
And see that
Cozy clothes and stuff like that.
I was gonna say they could even just take a lot of. So you would have to create new art, which is kind of the hard part. But yeah, if you want to do like a fall themed and autumn themed hero list or fighters where they're all dressed in like orange and brown and like fall colors and Halloween stuff like that. Like we've already seen some of that with some of the secret shards, but do it with more. Just expand on it. That would be cool too. But I would be okay with like themed mini sets, and I think maybe that's kind of what I was more or less getting to without saying it. Because if you have, like, if you get a small box and you're going to get 5 regular cards, and then your last one is like one of 10 different cards, kind of is like a set at that point, and you got to collect them all. So I'm obviously okay with that. I think that's a solid idea. But what other ideas do you guys have for like what's something else you would like to see from Nostalgics in the future? Whether it's something that's doable in the near future or long term, what's something you guys want to see?
I know for me, I want there to be Nostalgics World Championship. Even if we only have one,
Yes.
I still want there to be a World Championship because while I found out about Nostalgics like a year after the Kickstarter ended, I did see there was a stretch goal to set up a World Championship, which wasn't quite reached.
Yeah.
But I still want it to happen.
I know Zaba is working on something for that. I'll say that. I don't really have a lot of details for it, so I can't really expand on it more. But it is something I've talked to him about, and he's trying to work on the competitive game side of things.
So yeah.
I think realistically, we just have to get more LGSs to run leagues every week. And it has to be, I think it's got to be something like what Pokemon and Magic do, where like you maybe not even pay to play, but something where when you go, it's official. You sit down, you have opponents, and then like first place gets 10 points, second place gets 5 points, third place gets 3 points, so on and so forth. And then at the end of the season, like let's say if they set up the worlds for summer of 2024, then it'd be like if you have 50 points total or 100 points total, you get an automatic invite to the worlds, and they kind of go from there to see how many players like actually make those, goals. But the game itself, I think, isn't big enough yet to support like a worlds format. We could still do it. Like we definitely could still do it. It would just be on a much larger or a much smaller scale than you would see all these other games. But there's no reason we can't. Look at games like Primal, Primal, and then Alpha Clash. I think was setting up something for that. Akora has done something like that. Cryptic is doing that as well right now. So like these are all small indie TCG games that came out on Kickstarter around the same time Nostalgics did, and they're all kind of setting up stuff for that too. So it's definitely not something that's impossible. It's just going to be something that's on a small scale now, and we have to expand and keep expanding. But I agree. I think a world championship is what we kind of need. We need something where we can kind of boast our player base and showcase the player base to get people to also want to play the game too. One of the things I have seen, especially at my game store, and maybe you guys can attest to it too, is that
Is your game store a GameStop?
It is not. It is not.
Okay.
I wouldn't go there if it was. One thing I've noticed though is that a lot of people are more inclined to learn to play and want to play if they see you play, versus if the packs and the decks and everything are just up on the shelf being sold, they're not going to really want to play. They might buy a pack or two just to see what it is, but that's maybe as far as it goes. So I think we really need to start at the ground level of LGSs, expanding gameplay within those, and we will see more turnout for like a world format. But I think it's still doable. If you hold a world championship in Minnesota, where a lot of you guys are already located, get some of those Florida guys to travel up here. You'd probably get me and Desi to travel out from Michigan over there. I think if you could get like a good solid like 40 to 50 people to show up for the first one, and that would be a pretty good showing for like the first ever worlds. But that's just my 2 cents.
Twin Cities Con coming up in November.
I know. I'm still considering it. The hard part for me is so I work at Walmart. I'm management at my Walmart. Our inventory is literally the day before Halloween. And when is it? Like the 18th or something of November?
No, first weekend in November.
Yeah, see, that's like the week right after my inventory. That might be tough. I really want to do it because I really want to come out to Minnesota and play with all you guys. Well, man, that might be a tough one to manage. It's going to happen eventually, but that might be a tough one. What else? What else do you guys want to see that Nostalgics do? Like, I felt like that was a really good answer, and it's something I expected from Jonesy as a world championship. What Juan, for like you, what would you like to see Nostalgics expand?
I want to see more people picking it up, right? Like just like how Jonesy said, the worlds will get there. Rome wasn't built in a day, so
it's true.
I think it's just something like that we have to put it in people's eyes. We have to put it in people's faces. I was just at Burbank card show this past weekend, and I was giving away packs. Kids were walking up and stuff, and just random people walking up, and they just like get in front of their face, but hey, have a free pack.
Yeah.
Or and stuff like that. If we're just able to put it in front of people and talk to them, and not necessarily try to push it in front of them, but just like say, hey, this is a new game. If you like playing games, this is a good game for you. Or hey, if you like the art, it's a good art. As long as it's put in front of people's faces, it's gonna be good. What was it the other day? We had a fellow YouTuber here that opened up a booster box. Ren, Ghastly Grabs.
Yeah,
she opened up a
right.
booster box for the first time. Never has seen the artwork ever, and first pack, and she's like, "This is really cool art. Like, I wouldn't have expected that." It's those initial reactions of putting it in front of people that is going to bring more people in. We just need people in here, so then we can have Jonesy's destroy worlds.
Or no,
maybe.
You see, the problem is I still have a rival who I've never actually beaten in a webcam game, and that's Elusive. So Elusive, I'm coming for you.
I like it. I like it. And that's the thing, though, too, is that as we expand and we get more people into it, we get more Jonesy type of people to come in and break the game and help make it better and make Jonesy even more of a meta destroyer. So it works out.
Yeah.
But I agree, Juan. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Watching Ghastly Grabs open that booster box was awesome. She had a pretty decent crowd in there, too. So, like, a lot of people saw it for the first time. And then like 2-3 weeks ago, I sent a box as well to somebody that I've known for a couple of years, Shining Edith. She opened up a box and had a lot of people going through, and she was like loving all the cards. There was a few people in that chat that even said something like, I've never even heard of this game. Like, I'm going to look into it. I sent them the link to the website. I sent them the link to the Discord. Like, we had some people checking it out that had never even heard of the game before. So I think that's a good way to like outreach to people in that regard as well. So we're gonna definitely keep up with that. That's something I've been taking upon myself, and I know Juan has as well, to reach out to other like content creators, streamers, and stuff to try to expand the reach that Nostalgic has right now. And it always does better when you can get physical product into people's hands, like they can physically touch and feel as well as see. They're going to love it even more. I'm going to be my plan. I'm trying to like organize and sort a lot of my cards. I've got a ton of cards, but I want to start doing like giveaways and stuff. And I'm also planning for Halloween. I'm going to make like custom booster packs to give out for Halloween. So part of what I'm going to be doing there, just little things like that, I think go a long way. My new favorite archetype is Jonesy. I love it.
Yeah, he also then said strongest cards in the game. But the thing is, Elusive and I think Shadow Fiend were the two people who actually worked on that Brecon Value Town deck first. I just added Nullifying Void to the deck. So really, you can thank them for that deck.
They did, and that's the thing is like we've got some really good players in the community right now that can really like stretch the game and make it fit different play styles and break it too, which is good because you want stuff like that. You want to see the limitations and how far the game can go, and that way you can fix it, correct it, and make things work better for future sets. But it's just the creativity that you guys all have is outstanding. We got Zab on the house, by the way. Welcome, Zaba. He said the elusive challenger. Thank goodness we have amazing players to help us develop Cosmic Collision. That's right. Cosmic Collision is on schedule, and it is going to be good. It's going to be good. Jonesy Shiga when?
I have been thinking about what to get if I did get my own custom hero card. I'm thinking about, since everyone keeps calling me the Meta Destroyer, just be Jonesy the Destroyer and just be an alternate version of Shiga.
It should be something where like Shiga's pulling a mask back and it's just Jonesy's face.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I do know my favorite colors are red and black. And if you look at all like a bunch of the art I have, it's all like red, black, and white. So I'm thinking just like some sort of color scheme like that of me just like holding up 2 Wish Upon a Frogs or something. Just
That
with
would
an
be
evil
cool.
smile.
I think it would be cool, even if it was just you, like your own custom art, however you want, but like you're wearing like a Shiga hoodie or something. Would be really sweet. Just something subtle to give you that Shiga Destroyer meta thing.
Yeah. Well, I know Zaba at one point had a goal on the merch arena to release Gelfond boxers, but we didn't actually reach that. But I know later on, in fact, after we started talking in Discord about that beach Nakira art. Nakira, it's just not confirmed. I mentioned it. I made a joke about how like Shiga art with him in a speedo, and Zaba actually posted like some concept art of Shiga, just in like boxer briefs. So I mean, if we get
need
Shiga
them.
boxer briefs, I'm gonna wear them and buy them.
I'm gonna wear them and buy them as well. You can't really show those off, but yeah, I would buy them and wear them.
All right. I have run out of time, so I gotta bow out. So
Hey, we appreciate you being on here, Minnow. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's been a great chat having you here, and we look forward to having you on the next one as well.
all right. Take it easy, y'all.
See you,
Have a good one,
buddy.
Minnow.
Bye.
So, Zaba, I don't know if you're still on or not. We have questions. We want answers. Okay, we demand answers. Is the Nakira beach artwork on the website? Is that real? What is that? Can you confirm something for us?
Is that officially Nakira or just Nakira's happier, friendlier, beach happy version, like twin or sister?
Yeah, it could. Maybe it's like an alternate timeline Nakira too. Like we got, different Spider-Man from different multiverses. Maybe it's like just a different Nakira from a multiverse or something. Must read story. Wait a minute. Is that a story that's available right now for us to read, sir?
He's like, it is now.
I hope it is, because I want to read it. Like, I am dying for more lore. I am dying for it. Desi, while we're waiting, Desi has a question. What hero do you all feel best matches you? Oh, wow. Brecken. That's why I've always gone for Brecken, and why I made my hero card like very much based on Brecken. That was the card that the mechanic I loved, but when I first started playing Nostalgics, that mana ramp ability was like one of the best things. It was like one of the things I wanted the most. So for me, it's Brecken. What about you guys?
What hero?
Yeah, what hero do you feel best matches you?
You see, I have been actually thinking about this a lot, and I don't know the answer because, as I'm sure a lot of you know, and I've mentioned it before, I started playing Magic before this, and in Magic there are like 3 different player archetypes that their R&D came up with, and I'm thinking about trying to create like the Nostalgics versions of those archetypes based on heroes. But the problem is, there's an archetype which I feel like I'm predominantly in called the Johnny, and they're the one who's like really creative and loves building new decks. And I just don't know which hero is best for that, because the competitive players, the Spikes, it's definitely Brecken. That's definitely the best equivalent. And like 3 months ago, when I asked about like, hey, which hero is best for creative decks, everyone just said Brecken. Too. And I'm like, I need a hero other than Brecken for the Johnny archetype.
I feel like for that though, most people are probably just like, no, Brecken is just the best answer all around for gameplay. But if you want to look at actual creativity, I don't know. You can get creative with a lot of them. I still want to see a really good Fantasia Stella deck. So, but what about you, Juan? What would you think is the best hero that matches you?
I vibe with Vic.
There you go.
Just because it's I don't know. I just vibe with it. I don't have I just genuinely don't have a reason why.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need right there. You just vibe with it. That's a perfect enough answer for me. We did get some answers here from Zaba, so we'll pull these up and read them. He said it's a must-read story, so I want to know what the story is. But he did say I was close, not Marvel-style parallel universes, but our timeline is ... unique. And then he said Nakira's story. There's a moment where Nakira sees what's hinted as past iterations of her. So that's kind of sweet because maybe it is like a multiverse type of thing, or past, happier version. Bylask or Shiga as we're developing his story. There we go. I do want to see Shiga's story, by the way. If you're going to put another story up on the website, I want to see Shiga. I know it probably might ruin some of the book. You're probably not going to, but I want to see. Let's battle some time, Ren. I got a fun Fantasia deck. There we go. Maybe we'll make another video out of that and do a Fantasia deck versus a likely Brecken deck.
I did play against that Fantasia deck once before. The most annoying part about that was Slick Rat. Because every time it attacked, I always revealed a surprise every single time.
Isn't it like supposed to be random though? Like it's
because no, it's like with I believe with this attack, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, you put like one to your hand, and like the other 2 face down. Your opponent has to randomly pick one, and like if it's a surprise, then it deals a bunch of damage, something like that.
So you just load up a bunch of surprises in your deck so you can play Slick Rat, and you're just constantly getting hit. Zob over here, he just puts the winky face. He knows.
So I wanted to say something about Zaba says, let's battle sometime. Ren, I have to advise, just be careful fighting against Zaba. He's a tricky one.
He is
a tricky one. I don't know if he remembers this, but Collecticon Dallas last year, I've been trying to get an official match with him since then, because I built 2 decks. I built the Stack of Fox deck and I built the Waifu Rangers deck, and this is the only way that we were able to play with proxies at the time. And so we finally had some downtime, and I said, all right, you want to play against me? He's like, yeah. Which deck do you want to play? So he's like, oh, the Stack of Fox. Okay, I'll play against Stack of Fox. All I could tell you is this picture at the end.
Well,
look at him.
He's happy. He is happy as a clam right there.
Look how red he is. Look how red he was. Just died of laughter.
I love it.
He had, like, if you look at the field, that's how many tokens he had.
Lord have mercy.
And
he even put on there, he said that was the day he Yugi Kaiba'd you.
He did. He basically just obliterated me, stood up and walked away, and I was like, what just happened?
So listen, I'm
careful, Ren.
I'm gonna brag a little bit because I've already had a one-on-one battle with Zabo. It was with one of my personal favorite decks I built, which was my Booster Box Dragon deck. And he had a really good Death Touch deck. Like, honestly, it kind of took me by surprise at how good it was. And we did a match, and we did a best of 3, and I beat him 2-1. So I have played him with some really good decks. He made me sweat. I will say that. He definitely made me sweat. And it was strange because, like, this deck that I have, I took it with me to Orlando Collecticon at the beginning of this year. And I played MJ and the rest of the Nostalgics team that was there. And MJ kept talking some serious smack to me about how she was just going to wipe the floor with me and all that, and how I didn't have enough experience and this, that, and the other. And she literally did not beat that deck even one game. So I was like, I think I've got a pretty good deck. And then Zaba beat me on the very first match with it. And I was just like, oh no, what have I done? But I was able to come back and beat him on that. But man, I tell you what, that made me sweat a little bit. Man, for it being his own game, he is very good at the game.
Allegedly.
Well, I mean, from my experience, he definitely is. But one of the things I do want to do in the future as well, it's all based on time. I got to find time to do all this. I want to do some live stream battles, like kind of like what we're doing now, but actually just doing card cams and do like 2v2, like team battle type things. That's some of the stuff that myself and my brother Prodesimus has been like play testing a lot of at our LGS, and then kind of on our free time we'll do some different type of gameplay type stuff too, because we want to figure out other gameplays that people might get into as well. So I want to do some live streams of like one-on-one battles, but then I also want to do some like 2v2 battles and maybe do some free-for-all commander style battles. Oh, we just lost Jonesy.
Oh no.
And then there was two. Oh, I think he's loading back in. Hey, there you go.
Jonesy's
Hey, I was just about to say, like, yes, I'll do live stream battles, and then I guess my internet flared up. So I guess maybe that's
No,
the
you
universe
won't.
telling me to not do it. No, don't.
Yeah, but I think like we can get any number of people on here. We can get Desi, we can get Minnow, Zaba, Jen. Honestly, I think it would be really cool to be like, me and Juan go up against Jen and Zaba, and then the winner goes on to play Minnow and Jonesy, or even Minnow, or even Jonesy and Elusive. I think would be like the boss battle. But maybe that's something we do in the future, is a tournament for like team battles and stuff, just to switch it up a little bit. I don't know.
If we did, okay, so if we did do that, I think we would need to follow. I don't know if I think Two-Headed Giant in Magic does this, but if within like the shared decks, you can't have.
Oh,
I don't know what just happened, but we all dropped.
Hello? We all dropped.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so I think if we do that, there needs to be a restriction where from both players, decks and a team combined, you can't have more than one play set of a certain card.
That's fair. That's fair. There are like play restrictions when you do team battles and stuff too, especially like order of how you play. Otherwise, it gets really messy fast. And we're still trying to perfect it. We're not completely there, but we're trying to. So we'll make it work. We'll figure it out.
Although, I will say, I did.
Okay,
so in the very first webcam tournament that we had, I came across a really random rules interaction, which only matters for multiplayer games. And it's officially ruled where if you have less than 5 health on your hero, you can still play Save the Day. You'll lose because you lose 5 life, and like you'll be out the game. But in a multiplayer game, you could potentially sacrifice yourself.
Yep, to save your teammate. Yeah, exactly. And that's the cool thing, is like you get to look at cards from a different perspective too, and you get to develop different strategies. So for example, I made a really cool Valkyrian deck with Evangeline and then a lot of healing components to it. And my cousin, who was my partner in this one game, had just a very aggressive aggro style deck to just start swinging and throwing hard. And then I would take the time to revive his fighters, heal him up, and just keep him going while he's smashing everybody else. So they kind of focused their attacks on me to knock me out, but he was just onslaughting them so bad that they couldn't ignore him either. So it became a very overwhelming fight very quickly. So there's just so many unique things you can do with it, and I think it opens up the gameplay. Like, it just expands it massively.
I'm curious, with Revengerator, is the doubling or half damage based on who you're attacking, or just among everyone in the game? That's something I'm thinking about now.
So the way we did it, because Desi has played that in this format, it's based on who you're going up against.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be necessarily on everybody in the field. It would just be like, if I was attacking you, Jonesy, and you had more hero life than me, then the Revengerator would kick in. But if I was attacking Juan and he had less life than me, like, it doesn't matter at that point, because I'm not going after him. I was going after you.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's just the way we were doing it. It's not. There's no official rule or anything like that. So lots to experiment with. Zaba did say I will be side focusing on new ways to play in the near future here. I have a group of arts that I'll reveal with. Ooh, I want to see. We like getting little teasers and stuff like this. You gotta let me see it before you show Jonesy, because he'll beat me every time.
Wow.
When's the Cap Nostalgics tournament? Yeah, we need to set something up on the Cardboard Addicts podcast for a Nostalgics tournament. I just got to figure out some logistic stuff, but I think that would be a lot of fun, and I think we could get more people into playing. So that's something maybe in the near future. Also might have to be after my inventory for my store next month. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there we go. We got an answer there from Zaba. I'd say who you're attacking. Yeah. So there we go. Just based on who you're attacking. The man himself spoke. Zaba spoke. I'm game to play in a Nostalgics tournament, but I still got to learn. Yeah, the good thing, Sudan, is I've done some learn to play videos. I don't know if Jonesy, if you've done that, but I know
I don't. The thing is, I've been working on making a big just a review video where I just talk about Nostalgics. But as I'm like writing up the outline, I just keep thinking, oh, I should also mention this. Oh, I should also talk about this. And it's just turned into a lot bigger project than I originally thought it would. But
that's
after
exactly
I get that,
what happened to me.
Yeah, after I get that video out, I do want to try to make a series of videos on not just how to play, but some strategy videos and things to think about. Like placement of fighters.
That would be awesome.
Which does matter for some card.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Like a mini series of become an elite hero within the game or something. That would be cool. I'm down for it. I'm looking forward to you doing that. I've wanted to do some similar stuff as well, but it's hard making content when I'm as busy as I am. So I don't have a lot of time to make that kind of stuff. But I'm going to try to do more like gameplay video and like learn to or teach different things for people to get into the gameplay. Smokey says, yeah, I'd like to play too, but got to learn also. Ren can give us lessons eventually. Hey, like I said, like I told Sudan, I've got a learn to play video up on my channel. It kind of goes through everything. You learn the basics. I'm always down to like live stream some games if you guys are interested. I know Jonesy is a pretty good teacher of the game as well. You probably do some live stream games with him. And yeah, we can teach. I need more Nostalgics. I love it. Just finishing up preparing vehicles, so soon I'll be grabbing stuff. Yeah, dude, that's what we're talking about. Get some more Nostalgics. You gotta take care of your cars and stuff, though. That's definitely more of a priority.
Bye, Zaba.
Zaba is bouncing out. Gotta bounce, but I appreciate you all. I now have more time available each week. Would love to battle you all soon. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Clash of the Elite Heroes coming soon. We should do that. We should actually make like a really cool like tournament with a bunch of content creators and big players within the community. And the prize is you get to fight Zaba in the end. If you win, you become an elite hero on the Discord.
You know what? I think that actually needs to be a thing to promote Cosmic Collision. We have a tournament, and whoever wins faces Zaba with Cosmic Collision cards, and see if you can beat him while Zaba goes full Pegasus on you.
Right, exactly. It'd be the boss battle, right? That's it.
Dude, how much more power do you guys want to give Zaba? Because that sounds like unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
I see the lightning just shooting off his fingertips already. Oh no, I'm all for it. I think stuff like that would be really cool. And it gives you a chance to see other cards in action, like new cards before anybody else, and you get to see them in action. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm all for that. That'd be really cool. Grumpy is down to learn, he said. Coward, tell him to come here and tell me himself. Zaba isn't Palpatine. Well, we don't know that though. We really don't know that. I've not seen him use the Force, so I don't know. All right. Well, what do you guys think? Talk about Cosmic Collision a little bit. What do you guys think or expect to come from Cosmic Collision? Or I guess, what do you want to see from Cosmic Collision? Maybe that's a better thing.
Right. Well, I know Zaba has mentioned arenas multiple times when talking about Cosmic Collision, so I do expect there to be more arenas, which hopefully will have some fun things. I guess the one downside to that is that if you do want to build a deck around a specific arena, you maybe have to find some way to stop an arena from being played, because right now we don't have a counter or negate spell that can stop an arena.
It's true. Having a surprise or something would be nice for that even. Well, we have removal from it, so like there's technically a way to stop it by just removing it. But it would be kind of nice to have like a surprise or something that could just immediately negate it right away. So instead of them being able to play it and then utilize it for a turn before you can do something. But yeah, I don't know. I think arenas are going to play a big part in Cosmic Collision. I am very much looking forward to the space-themed artwork that we know is coming, because I love all things like space, and Cosmic seems really cool, and we're the Void podcast, so it's very cosmic-oriented. I'm excited about that. Oh, Zaba's left. I should have asked him before. He released the fighter list, right? All the fighters coming for Cosmic Collision. The very last ones, are they Entite or is it Entity? Because it's spelled Entite. So my English brain says Entite. But then somebody, Grumpy, had actually said on the Cardboard Addicts podcast, he thought it could be Entity. And I was like, you might be onto something there. It breaks my brain a little bit, but you might be onto something. I kind of want to know what the official pronunciation is.
Personally, I don't care, because I'm just going to try to come up with like 10 different pronunciations for my next mock pronunciation video, Cosmic Collision.
Dude, do it. I want to see it. And then at the end, it's just going to be something ridiculous anyway. I'm looking forward to it. You do good with those little short videos. I can't wait to see more from you on those.
Thanks. I did mention one slow-mo video to you at one point, which I still need to try to make. I just need to try to figure out lighting and making sure certain cards fall a certain way for the slow-mo effect to look nice, but we'll see.
You actually just gave me an idea for something I might do later today. I don't know. We'll see. Just because I have an idea does not mean it's going to work. So that tends to not work more often than it does work. So we'll find out. But excuse me. With Cosmic Collision coming, excuse me, I'm like choking over here on water. With Cosmic Collision coming, do you think we're going to see more spoiler cards for like the upcoming seasonal shards that relate to Cosmic Collision, or do you think it's going to come like we're going to get spoilers in a different way?
That's a good question. To be honest, at this point, I just don't really know or care about the spoiler situation, because it seems like Zappa will just randomly make an announcement in the Discord with no warning at all, like, by the way, here's the names of every single fighter in the entire set. You're welcome. Just on a random Tuesday or whatever it was.
And then he bounces, and there's so many questions.
So at this point, I just wait around the Discord, and like every day there's a 50-50 chance of Zaba just randomly teasing something. Like, hey, here you go.
So like we just posted right now?
Huh?
No, I'm just kidding. I was just trying to get you guys.
I don't know. I'm like, wait, what?
Wait, I gotta check the Discord.
I know. F5. No, but you know what I think Zaba does? I think he wakes up and he just picks a random card out of a pile of bulk he has there, and he goes, pure chaos. Yep, we're going to do that today. Here's the list of all the fighters for the next set, and then just bounces. Or it's like a surprise, like reverse, where he's going to be like, hey, I'm going to release something for you guys, and then he slaps that down. He's just like, never mind, just joking. Or, hey, it wasn't a real thing, or something like that. Like, I feel like that's what he does. He just wakes up, holds a random Nostalgics card, and he goes, Morriga. I'm going to give him a Morriga art today. That's what it is.
He is a giant kid.
He's just like the rest of us. We're all little kids in adult bodies. That's all it is.
He's Papa Bear.
Papa Bear. Who's Mama Bear?
Jen.
Oh,
Kind of the obvious.
I was hoping it was Valkyrian, but all right. Anyway,
Ever.
Who's Baby Bear?
Who's Baby Bear?
Yeah.
That could be you. I'll give that to you.
Baby Bear. All right.
Baby Bear.
So who are you in the Bear family? Even Smokey said that. Smokey's like, who's Baby Bear? I knew it.
You know, I'm gonna say that I am the foundation.
The foundation?
Yes, because I'm there, but I'm not there.
I feel like you're Cousin Bear.
Cousin Bear.
We need to get like a fighter line now of just like family, and it just have like random, like small, subtle differences between them that like alludes to each one of us.
That works.
We could do that. They'll all be eating in Kabu's noodle bar.
We do need that noodle bar card to become a real thing.
You know, that would be a cool like convention promo. I'm just saying, I think it would be cool.
It just needs to become a thing. Just, you know.
You know what? I was gonna say, you know what would be kind of cool? I was just thinking about it. Is if they did like a reverse holo for like conventions and promo cards to keep them like separate, some different, you know. But even if you did like a cosmic foiling or something similar to that, or if Nostalgics came up with their own foil pattern with just like that big A, it'd be pretty cool. Have Kabu's noodle bar.
Book it, Zaba.
Book it. He's not here, but I'll
he says he's not here. He probably has us in the background listening to us, and
I mean that would be cool. Noodle bar, foil, Nostalgics foil.
Even Josie agrees. Look at him.
He does,
of course. Only they need to release the noodle bar promo at a con while we also have an actual noodle bar there too at the con.
Oh, you have to go eat noodles with Zaba in order for you to get the noodle bar card.
Honestly, though, that would be kind of dope. I'd be down for that. Go out to Minnesota just to eat some noodles with Zaba and get this promo card, then go home.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how many times have other TCGs done some like weird? I won't even say weird, but some just like really crazy off the wall stuff like that for promos, and people like show up in droves just to do it. So, I feel like we're crazy enough, we would all do it. Or like, there's 100 copies of this noodle bar promo. Take a picture of you eating noodles and send it in, and the first 100 people get a copy of it or something like that.
That'd be kind of funny.
That is absolutely something that Zaba would do, because he's done some contests like that before in the Discord.
Yeah, with the Puppet Master wrongs and stuff like that. I seriously thought about it one day. I was like, I'm about to just take pictures of everything in my collection, take pictures of me doing random things with random cards, just so like if they ever drop, I'm ready. Photoshop me in with some cards so I can get it, because he always drops them when I'm at work for some reason.
Yeah, I did not have all the Puppet Master wrongs, but I thought about just taking a picture of all the ones I had and then just showing the backs of a bunch of other cards and be like, those upside down cards are the other wrongs, I swear.
Yeah, I promise. They're proxies. You didn't say they weren't allowed. Yeah, I honestly though that whole like contest idea was kind of cool. So I hope he does stuff like that in the future. I just hope he does it later at night or on a weekend when I can participate. Because that made me sad that I sat there and I was like, I have all the wrongs. I know where they all are in my room and I can't get to them. But they went quick. The first 3 people, I mean, it was like 5 minutes and there was like 6 pictures up on there. Not everybody had the full list, but
I think my favorite though, I don't remember who it was in Discord, but he just took a big picture of his just like messy room with a bunch of like cards lying everywhere and said, I have all of them in there somewhere.
Yeah, they're in there somewhere. You just
I feel
have
like
to
that
find
was
them.
me.
That may have been one, actually, yeah. But all the same, that's the kind of humor we need. Yeah. Do all the wrongs make a right? That's a fantastic question.
Oh no, did we
We lost everybody.
Ruh-roh. I got booted again.
We lost everyone.
I don't know if it's my internet or not. My internet says I have like strong connection though, so I don't know what it was doing. Alert.
Wii U.
Are you putting wee woo in there? Oh, Wii U.
Get it? Wii U.
You must be using that fantastic Melon app. Yeah, we are actually. So, it's got to be Melon because I'm looking.
Oh no.
No idea.
Sort of lag there for a moment, Ren. At least for me. I don't know about everyone else.
Oh, it still is lagging. That's weird. It's like a Japanese movie. I just seen Jonesy's mouth going and I don't hear any words coming out. All right, there we go. I think we're all caught back up now.
All right.
You're caught
perfect
up
stream, perfect stream, not scuffed at all.
Hey, it wouldn't be a real live stream if there wasn't, some hot takes on there and some issues. Now they're punishing you for talking about them. Probably. Oh well. I'm gonna keep talking about them because they're not doing me favors right now. But yeah, no, we got some good stuff coming our way with Cosmic Collision though too. So everybody looking forward to set 3. Like there's some good stuff coming. Honestly, I can't wait for more spoilers to drop. I know we are in spoiler season now. We're kind of in the last couple months before this next set drops. It's still kind of hard to believe because it feels like Harmonic Surge just dropped, but it's been a few months already.
It's been a few months.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. June? So it's been 3 months. June, July, August. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But Cosmic Collision, I'm hoping with that set, even if they do the Kickstarter, like we can advertise a lot more for it and get more people to draw back into it with the set. And since it's going to be a limited set too, I think that's going to help draw some people in for collectability. And again, for the secondary market. So, people like you, Juan, can go and do box breaks and people will want to buy into it because they know it's a limited set. So I think that's kind of awesome. I really hope that it all pans out and the advertising piece, we could really push and get more people to come back into Nostalgics and really build it from there. So I think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. But is there any burning topics on your guys' hearts and souls right now you want to talk about Nostalgics wise?
Not really. I'm chilling right now. I'm still half asleep.
I know Juan's like, I'm here. That's about all you're getting from me.
Yeah, I know. For me, I did want to mention that WasabiCon is going to be next month in Jacksonville. I really wanted to try and go down there, but I'm not going to be able to. But if you are, I know they're going to be having a tournament down there.
Yeah.
So I really want to see what kind of decks people build for that.
Yeah, it's for every single time there's a tournament at a convention, which I think I think there's a conspiracy out there, and I'll explain that in a minute. If you're going to be going to Wasabi Con and you're playing in the tournament, somebody please live stream it. I am just begging. I just want to watch. I just want to watch the tournament. Or at least post like shorts and pictures and stuff because I want to see what's going on because I won't be able to go either. But I think there's a conspiracy. I think Zaba has something where he's like he doesn't want me participating in tournaments live. And
Unknown caller.
oh no,
God damn it.
tell them not now.
I'm busy, Mom. No.
Yeah, unknown caller. I hope that's not his mom. I've been to 2 conventions this year. And ironically, they were the only 2 conventions that did not have tournaments of some kind saying. And there's something about this here, right? There's something about this. Like Zaba knew that I was going to be helping out in Collecticon Orlando. There was supposed to be a tournament, and then that was the one where he wasn't going to be able to like go out to and attend, so he canceled the tournament. I'm just like, suspicious. And then Gen Con happened, and he, invited me out to help him with that again. So I went out there, and ironically, no tournament. Even more suspicious. So I'm just, at this point, I'm kind of watching like Twin Cities Con. Is there going to be a tournament? There is. Maybe I'll just randomly show up. And if it's canceled, I think I'm onto something. I don't know.
Yeah, Twin Cities Con is going to have a tournament. I know there hasn't been an official event page on the Play website yet, but Zaba did say there is going to be a tournament there. I don't know if he's just waiting till after WasabiCon before he makes the event page and maybe change up the restricted list based on what's happened, or maybe introduce the first banned card. Maybe a certain miner will get the axe.
No, reject. I'm hitting that reject button. Or
the number you have dialed has been incorrect.
That exactly. No. That's a big fat no. Or he's waiting to see if I am going to attend so he can cancel it. I'm just saying, right? Like, it's a conspiracy, but it's there.
He better not cancel it. Then again, it would give you more time to prep for the cosplay competition.
That's true. That's true. See, that's the other piece too. Like, if I come out to a convention like that, I need to cosplay. Like, I want to cosplay. I don't know who I could cosplay as. Somebody said, like, I could do Brecken the Miner, but I don't know how I would, like, make myself bigger without dying of heat. So, I don't know. But, I don't know. I don't have any other topics I really want to talk about. I, just kind of wanted to make this a chill, fun stream for the first one. So, last chance. Does anybody want to talk about anything before we wrap this up? No? All right. Well, hey,
wait. There is one thing I want to do.
Oh. Let's get it.
Oh, I'm frozen.
Got Jonesy doing something. While Jonesy's doing something, I'm gonna open up a pack because I can. I have a blister pack. We're just gonna rip it open and see what we can get here. If I pull a signature on stream, I might die of happiness. So,
do you feel lucky?
Maybe. I don't feel like particularly lucky, but Minnow's gone now. He's the golden lucky frog. Remember? Let's see. We got Regeneration, Alternate Timeline, Excaliger, Succubi, Voodoo, Biceptus, and Lucky Frog Merchant. I should have felt a little bit more lucky, but I didn't. All right. There's Jonesy.
So, Minnow's not the only one who's gotten lucky with his polls recently. I had a random opening live stream where I opened up the Nexus Rare Shiga the Destroyer.
Way.
So I try to get it in
way.
without the glare of my ring lights.
Dude, I'm so jealous. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah. The only problem is I want to get it graded, but I don't know which company I want to do it because I did get a free graded Nostalgics card from Imperial Grading, which is an Australian company, and they have like a gold and black like labels on it and logo. And I think that would look really cool on this, but I don't know if it's worth the price to send this to Australia. But I know Koba Grading, I think, also has a similar scheme.
So Koba has these beautiful slabs. This is a Pokemon one. It's the only one that was within arm's reach. You can get the gold up at the top, but if it's a perfect 10, it'll be a black lion head instead of the gold one. But either way, it's black and gold. I'm just saying, I do have a promotional code since I'm an ambassador there. If you want it.
You do? Well, what is that promotional code?
It is
Ren?
Ren's Collectibles 10. You get 10% off.
Maybe I'll do that.
Maybe. I've actually got some more. I've got a pile of Nostalgics cards I'm sending in here pretty soon. So we'll be getting more. But hey, I'm happy for you on that poll. I still haven't pulled a Nexus. I'm a little jealous, but maybe eventually I'll get one. Maybe. I still need the Brecken one the most.
Yeah.
Shiga was the one I wanted the second most, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. We had quite a few people. This was a massively successful live stream. We had tons of people in here, a lot of good chat going on. I especially want to thank you two on screen as well as Minnow for joining in and actually making it such a fun live stream. So what if I do Ren's Collectibles 99? Do I get 99% off? You know what, Smokey, I have no idea, but I am all for you trying it out and seeing if it worked, buddy. And if it does work, let me know, because I will send it in on my own code. But that's all we have time for today, everybody. Thank you for hanging out, making the first live stream such a huge success, and I am looking forward to doing this again in the future. So thank you, everybody, and we are out.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, folks.